Hello, this is a requested video about the high alkalinity ranges of water. This is coming from someone who purchased my book and saw inside of my book that I suggested that we do consume spring alkalizing water, but at a lower range, maybe in the 7.0 range, because I feel personally that the 8 and the 10, the 8, 9, and 10 alkalinity range is just overkill. I personally believe that it's man-made and it is not necessary. And so I want to share my reason for that with her and maybe anyone else who can benefit from this particular message. And I'll start off by saying this is my passion. So I'll try to make this video as short as possible. But I'm really passionate about health and wellness. And the reason for that is because I believe that we should not ignore the physical reality. In showing, in evolving to our higher self, we show our love for where we are by understanding where we are and who we are. And love is understanding. So I like to understand the body. I often talk about the spiritual reality, and in the biblical text, I'm always reminded of something that I can correlate to my messages. And for this particular message, I'm reminded of, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. Okay? So, with that being said, water. Water is life. Water is hydrating. Water is necessary. We are made up of water. And so I'm going to start off talking about the spring alkalizing water. I think it's a beautiful water. I think it's a perfect water. The reason why I think it's beautiful and perfect is because it is in a natural state. And when you have spring water from a natural state, it has minerals inside of it already. Minerals that we need for balance, because all things are about balance, right? So minerals that we need are already in spring water, like sodium bicarbonates, which actually makes our water more alkaline, which really is baking soda, right? We have magnesium to help us detox in our natural spring waters. We'll have chloride, which helps us produce the hydrochloric acid that is necessary inside of our spring waters. Things like that, right? So for those that maybe don't understand what those are, those three items that I just mentioned, or those three minerals rather, sodium bicarbonates. The purpose of it, this is your stomach. The purpose of the sodium bicarbonates is for the walls of the stomach. The sodium bicarbonates acts as a buffer, because inside the stomach you have something called hydrochloric acid, which is actually produced by chloride, like from the Celtic sea salt or pink Himalaya sea salts, right? So the chlorides, for example, in your salts, that's normally where you get the chlorides from, it helps you produce hydrochloric acid. But because this fire in your stomach is really acidic and really powerful, you need the sodium bicarbonates to buffer the walls of the stomach in order to decrease the acid or acidic rate of the wall of the stomach. If not, that fire that you feel will come through. That hydrochloric acid will come through and it will burn you. So those things are necessary. Then I spoke about magnesium. Magnesium helps to detox the body. You know, different minerals and things that we need inside of our body to help keep us in balance, to work for us. That's why spring water is the choice water. The opposite of spring water would be reverse osmosis water. Reverse osmosis water I spoke of in my book saying to stay away from. The reason why I said that is because reverse osmosis water has been touched by man. And it has been stripped of its minerals. So reverse osmosis water becomes hungry water. So when you drink a bottle of reverse osmosis water, it's not working for you. It's searching for minerals. And it will strip you of the minerals that you have inside of you. So that's why I said that in my book. Because it's hungry water. Okay? My point is, there are 8, 9, and 10 and above alkalinity ranges on water all of a sudden. But think about this. Years ago when grandmother was alive, we never had alkaline water. We drank faucet water, sometimes even hosepipe water if we was outside playing. Never had alkaline water. But the difference is, back in that day, when grandma cooked, we had minerals. We had minerals in our food. Our animals were not as toxic. They were not on growth hormones. They were not genetically modified like they are today, or not on steroids. All of those things that's affecting our animals and the foods that we eat right now is being transferred inside of us. And so I believe it's more important to have minerals inside of your water or minerals inside of your food than it is to be purchasing expensive man-made alkalinity waters at 8s, 9s, and 10s. Because I want to also include the fact that the body is infinite intelligence. If you do and consume a high alkaline water like a 10, for example, and you have the proper minerals inside of your stomach, because it's acidic, will buffer that high alkalinity unto the alkalinity that is necessary for your body at that time. So I just feel as though it's overkill, because the body is already going to do that if you give the body the minerals that it needs to do it for you. So my point is, sometimes we get a little bamboozled in this world. And I just don't like for people to just be blind in the areas of wellness and health, because I believe that it's important. I believe it's important for us to have our mental clarity about ourselves in order to evolve to our higher self. If you're so busy worried about sickness and dis-ease and uncomfort in your physical body, how can you evolve? This world is really a beautiful place if you can find beauty inside of it. If you think about yourself as being an alchemist, just like the Christ-conscious one was, you'll see the beauty in all things. Because the Christ-conscious one, in all of those allegory stories, which are really about you, the Christ-conscious one turned water into wine. The Christ-conscious one walked on water. The Christ-conscious one, when walking on water, is equivalent to rising to the higher self. The Christ-conscious one in the allegory stories made the blind man see. And those that were sick were healed. So in this physical reality, if you could bring that alchemy mindset to yourself, you will realize that you have the power to change your situation. So if your life sucks, that's your opinion. Well, you are the alchemist. You have the power to make your life beautiful. If you are broke, you have the power to bring wealth to your life. If your water you think is toxic, you have the power to bring life to that same water. And it can be by blessings. It can be by mentalism. But if you're not there yet, it can be by as simply as putting minerals, trace minerals inside of your water. It can be as simple as incorporating minerals in your diet to always keep the temple in balance. Life is what you make it. You have the power to change your situation. You are creators. Create life, even in your water. Be blessed.